Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about Darkhawk and what is going on with him into Countdown to Infinity War Part 2. So, if this is your first time seeing these videos, feel free, 1, click subscribe, and also I'm going to link the video for Part 1 down below. So, let's get started. We start in deep space, on a Kree ship badly wounded from an unnamed enemy, when a flash comes to fruition, and all we see is a single man standing in front of their ship, and that man's name is Dark Starhawk. With a small burst of his power, he ends up hijacking the Kree ship so him and his raptors can get to their next stop, Earth. Cutting back to Arcturus, where we find our hero from our last story, Darkhawk, bleeding out, preparing to give in, when we see a shadow hover over him, asking him, "So this is how you treat my body?" The bird says, "You know who I am Razor." Razor creates an astral projection for Chris to stand up and tells him, "On Earth, I gave you my body, but here, I will give you my mind." And then it hits. He sees it. He sees everything, how it all came together. From the gardener planting the tree to the great war between the Skrulls and the Shi'ar. And when the Shi'ar got their hands on the seed of the tree first, the first of his kind was born, a raptor. And all we see from here is a slaughter of a species. We cut back to seeing Razor demanding Chris to get back up, saying, "If you don't stand here, you will lose everything you've ever loved." From the pure need for a response to this issue, Chris's body starts to manifest and repair with his newest form as Darkhawk. Death's head walks over to Darkhawk, asking him, "How do we leave without a ship?" Chris says, "Just leave it to me," and he begins to grow. Back in deep space, we see Nova, Richard Rider, searching for his brother when he sees a giant metal monster that looks like Darkhawk and a destroyed Kree ship. As the mechanical beast takes on the waves of raptors, Dark Starhawk, Robbie Rider, grows to the same size, grabbing his head, but before any damage is done, Nova blasts through his brother's chest, pulling him out, and all we see is an amulet taking over Robbie, blasting Nova away. Darkhawk catches him, but puts Nova in the cargo hold with Death's head and Razor, with Razor telling Nova that they are inside Chris. Nova, knowing what Chris is after, he punches through Darkhawk's chest, reverting Chris to normal size. But the fight is still on. Gyre, the leader of the Raptors, impales his claws into Chris's shoulder, with Nova zooming in to stop Gyre. Gyre just blasts him away, launching Nova and Darkhawk off. Razor flies in, trying to help, when Gyre catches him, begins pushing on his neck, just waiting for his throat to snap. When Chris jumps in, carrying his arms and the guns, blasting Gyre in the face, releasing Razor, Nova swoops in, upcutting Gyre when Gyre catches his swing. When a shot comes in, dismantling Gyre from Dark Starhawk. As the trio begins to talk, Robbie says, "With my newfound cosmic senses, he would be an issue down the road, and I will use the other raptors to squeeze out the sickness in this galaxy." With Nova trying to talk him out of this, Darkhawk says, "No, this is what he wanted all this time, even when he ripped my soul out of my chest." When we look up into the sky, Death's head, you can see him zooming in, preparing to crash into the ship. When it blows up, blasting everyone away, we see Dark Starhawk floating off in space. When we see Nova and Darkhawk fighting to get to him first, but for very different reasons. Chris rips the amulet from his chest, putting it back into himself, forcing Robbie to implode. Later on, Chris begs Nova to listen, until Nova says this, "Take your amulet back to Earth, because if I ever see you out here again, I'll rip it out myself." And then he blasts off back into space. And guys, and actually this is it. This is how it ends. We have Darkhawk, Chris Powell. He goes back home to his fiance, living his new life. And we have Nova out there searching for his brother once more. Other than that, guys, if you enjoy these stories and you want to hear more, feel free to like, subscribe, and comment down below. I would love to hear your opinions. Other than that, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. See ya.